Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from the SALT Conference in New York City. Joining me for this segment, we have Nick Ducoff, Head of Institutional Growth at the Solana Foundation. We're here to discuss how financial institutions can leverage the Solana blockchain. It is great to have you with us, Nick. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, you got it. What are some of the unique advantages that the Solana blockchain, how does it appeal to institutions?
Sure. So Solana as a high-performance blockchain has the speed, the cost, and the security that financial institutions need to operate at scale. And Solana in particular is among the fastest, if not the fastest blockchain, and has the most throughput for the types of speed and security that financial institutions need for today's global markets.
Let's talk about some use cases here, whether it's banks or insurance providers as examples. How are financial institutions leveraging the Solana blockchain?
Sure. So banks can't directly interact on public permissionless blockchains, and so Solana has developed token extensions and Solana permission environments purpose-built for financial institutions. Token extensions is a program that makes it really easy for financial institutions to issue compliant permissioned tokens on the permissionless public Solana network. And then Solana permission environments enable institutions to leverage the incredible speed, cost, and throughput of the Solana virtual machine, but have customization and control over things like who can validate transactions, who can write to the network, as well as what the gas token is.
And this is what the permissioned environments are. They can't be on the other form of a blockchain because it's just open to everyone. Is that essentially what the difference is?
That's right. So Solana permission environment is essentially a fork of the same rigorously tested public mainnet technology, but with the customization and configurations needed for financial institutions to be compliant.
Right, and let's talk about token extensions more. How is that different than a permissioned environment, and how does this help with institutional adoption?
So that's the beauty of token extensions, is that you get all the benefits of a permissioned environment, the ability to determine who can transact, how much they can transact, how fast they can transact, all on the public permissionless open network, accessing global liquidity. For example, Solana this past March transacted $1.5 trillion of stablecoin volume and $90 billion of DEX volume.
Are you seeing a trend towards increased adoption of blockchain technology among financial institutions? And then the other part of that is, are there challenges with integrating legacy ecosystems? How are you helping companies work through this?
Sure, that's a great question. Absolutely, we're seeing increasing adoption among financial institutions of the Solana blockchain. As I mentioned, it's the fastest, cheapest, and most secure public blockchain. And then we also have these capabilities that have been purpose-built for financial institutions, such as token extensions, which enable institutions to leverage the permissionless blockchain while still being compliant with permission tokens. Right. And then Solana permission environment, which gives them even more control over the transactions in the network, leveraging the Solana virtual machine.
So what's an example of a legacy part of the infrastructure that a bank or an insurance company may have where this technology leveraging Solana blockchain would either integrate with or take over? What problem are you looking to solve, or what process are you looking to make more efficient as well?
Sure. So for example, banks have various business relationships with one another. Right. And in some cases they have multiple intermediaries which all take time and take fees, which means higher interest rates, higher borrowing rates, or higher fees. And by using the blockchain across these institutions, they can remove those fees, enabling for more competitive pricing, faster settlement times, ultimately a better experience for their customers.
And finally, what do you think it's going to take, whether it's from a regulatory compliance perspective, from a technology perspective, to continue with the pace that you've seen with increased institutional adoption?
Yeah, so I love to see the innovation happening even today amidst the current regulatory environment. There's lots of incredible global financial institutions building on Solana, using token extensions such as Paxos, which is a NYDFS approved stablecoin, and then Visa, who's also leveraging token extensions in their payment network for merchant settlement.
Interesting. Thanks so much for joining us, Nick. Appreciate the insight. And thanks for joining us from SALT. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.